Okay, buenos dias. So yeah, after I had issues uploading videos in Lake City because the internet just wasn't good enough to get videos uploaded, and so then I didn't edit any videos on the rest of the hike because I knew I had like 4 days that I had to get uploaded. Anyway, excuses, but I just basically, when I got done with the trail, I just didn't feel like editing videos, and this is something that's been on my to-do list for many months now. But anyway, so I will be getting the remaining videos out, and then I'll also be kind of announcing, I guess, my next hike that I'm going to be doing this summer. So anyway, I will try to get these videos edited, but we actually, yeah, so this whole coronavirus thing, our university is going to be teaching online. So I actually have a lot of work I have to do to get all my stuff ready to teach it online. But anyway, but I've got 2 videos ready to go. I'll probably be able to get another 1 or 2 edited today, and then try to have them come out once each day, but no promises. Anyway, so yeah, I know I've been given a hard time from a lot of people for getting these out, so I apologize for that. Anyway, pups are out here. Harley, who went to Georgia Pass this last year, and Frida, who went to Georgia Pass 2 years ago. So anyway, so I'll shut up because I ramble too long in these videos anyway. So the best part of the trail is coming. Probably not this video, but pretty much every video after today is kind of what I would describe as the best part of the trail. So hope you enjoy. What's that say? 300.1. 300 miles. All right. 100-mile chunks are falling off fast, it seems, nowadays. Feels good. We're getting there. Still got, 185 miles left, obviously. That's a long ways to hike, but my body feels great. It's pretty enjoyable when I'm not wet and cold. It certainly is starting to feel like this is more and more likely to get done here pretty soon. Few more days. All right. Colorado Trail Foundation Trail Crew 2019. They got all kinds of tents set up over here. I've heard they give like a spaghetti meal or something to all the volunteers that come out and work. So all these tents and everything, campers set up over here. It's kind of looking to me like that's what that is. It's pretty cool. This is a pretty well maintained trail. This is a pretty nicely maintained trail. So thank you to all the volunteers and the CTF and everybody who makes this happen. None of them are in the tents though. I don't know where they're at. They're out doing important stuff probably. But looks like we're going here, Rio Grande. Oh, we're leaving the Rio Grande National Forest. It's like, did I walk all the way to Texas? And now we're entering the Gunnison National Forest, this sign up here says. This is not the end. This is a trailhead, but this is not the end of the segment. I got a few more miles before we get to the end of the segment. Let's see. So, yeah, Gunnison National Forest. Alright, onward, onward. Lots of really pretty wildflowers as we approach the end of segment 17 here. This road walk, well, it's not really, I don't know if you can really call it a road walk. It is technically a road, but this has been nice because the sun is beating down on the back of my pack, which has a lot of my wet clothes, my socks from yesterday that were soaked, the bottom of my pant legs, which I zipped off, and my gloves. My gloves always get really wet in the morning packing up my tent. So hopefully things will be drying out just in time for another afternoon storm, most likely. Okay, we've been walking along the side of this highway here for, I don't know, not very long, 2/10. And this little parking area is the end of segment 17 and the beginning of segment 18. This road, this highway here would take you into Gunnison, about 45 miles away. Some people do try to do it to break this streak up, but I'm going to keep on going to Lake City. 17 segments down, 11 more to go. The return of the cows. You can tell that there may be cows approaching long before you get there by the debris they leave all over the trail. What's up, cows? Lots of them out here. Lots and lots of cows out here. So, we're having a party on the trail. For the most part, the cows seem to be afraid of me and are kind of getting out of my way. But part of me wonders if I should be going around this. I don't know. I've never been. Okay, they're kind of moving for me. Because obviously, if they got pissed and decided they wanted me dead, they could make me be dead. But yeah, see, they're scared. Sorry, I just don't really want to venture too far away from the trail. You guys are okay. You guys are okay. Oh. Okay. I was like, wait, is there a bull out here? That would not make me very comfortable if there was a bull out here. But Frida likes to hump other female dogs too sometimes, so I'm leaving, I promise. Cow Central. Yeah, that's what the trail looks like, a lot of around cow area. Alright, so I just had my lunch and spread out all my wet gear, including my tent and ground sheet, to let everything dry out. And yeah, during lunch, pretty much my tent wasn't completely dry, but it's way better than it was. I didn't do that yesterday, and that probably was a mistake. If I'm packing up a wet tent, it's worth it to take the time to unpack the pack and spread the tent out and let it dry. I mean, I don't know how much weight I saved, but also it's not just the weight, but also just like the convenience of jumping into a tent that's not wet is kind of nice at the end of the day. But it definitely, I don't know how much weight it saves, but it's probably, I would be interested to like try that sometime, like weigh my pack or weigh the tent dry and then like leave it out some night when it rains and then pack it up and weigh it. I bet it's pretty substantial. By pretty substantial, I mean I wouldn't be surprised if it's like half a pound or something like that, which yeah, I would call that substantial. In the sense, like, if you can just, like, all you have to do is unpack the tent and then you can save a half a pound out of your pack. It's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty substantial. Let's do that. Anyway, I met while I was eating, a thru hiker named Rob went by, and he kind of told me his story. He's raising some money for Parkinson's. And yeah, so he apparently has a couple members of his family with Parkinson's and is raising money to support. I don't remember if it was awareness or research or whatever, but his trek is to do a thru hike of the CT Sobo towards Durango, and then once he gets to Durango, he's going to jump on a mountain bike and ride back to Denver. And so far he's raised like $7,400 or something like that, so that's pretty incredible. Really nice guy. He said his ankle was bugging him a little bit and he was going to maybe have to go into Gunnison to get it looked at, but man, I saw him hike up to where I was sitting and eating lunch, and I saw him hike away. He's moving pretty fast. So I don't know how fast he moves when his ankle is fine, but it's a pretty impressive thing he's doing. So the rest of the segment, so I'm about 10 miles in on the day, I think, right? Where was it, 9 or 10? How many miles? 10 miles in on the day. The rest of the day the elevation profile looks pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not tough, no tough climbs, mostly down. It's kind of a long, gradual down, it looks like, to the end of this segment. I didn't look at what happens after that segment, but I'll probably only be doing, a handful of miles after we get to the end of segment 18 anyway. So, yeah, it's turned into a very beautiful day after being a very chilly, windy morning. It's a beautiful day, although, of course, the clouds are starting to roll in a little bit. The clouds don't look threatening yet, but I would not be surprised in the least if we get stormed on this afternoon. In fact, I would almost bet that we will. It will be a very special treat if it doesn't happen. But regardless, we'll keep hiking westward mostly now. Technically Sobo, but the trail is pretty much going to be heading west now to Durango. Right on cue. It's about 2:45 p.m. and in roll dark looking clouds. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll deal with it. Even more cows. I just filtered a bunch of water because there's not a lot of water that looks like it's not going to be in a cow pasture for a long time. including the one that I just filtered from. And yeah, it doesn't taste good. So, the joys of through hiking. Quit making my water taste bad, cow. Oh. Alright. So I don't want to be Debbie Downer or whatever, but I have a new least favorite segment, and it's segment 18, overtaking segment 10. Segment 10 was my least favorite because it was just basically a blah walk in the woods with like nothing to like look at. Like the whole cow thing was cute at first. Like it was like, oh, that's different. But this whole segment has been through cow pastures. These jerks are blocking the trail. And my water is absolutely disgusting. Like, and I don't think I have a choice. Like, I kind of have to drink disgusting water. I'm not happy with you cows. I would appreciate it if you would move out of the way. Not gonna happen. Am I gonna have to go around? I will go around. I will go around, but I need to watch my step because segment 18's like, I'm sorry, baby. How about this view? I'm like, alright, I'll take this view. This is a nice view. It rained. I've had my rain pants and raincoat on. But it seems like the rain has passed. And the skies towards where I'm going look pretty good. Let's knock on some wood right now, but who am I kidding? It's gonna rain again. Right, because I just took my rain gear off. This is beautiful. Segment 10 doesn't have anything like this. But also segment 10's water didn't taste terrible. I don't know. Segment 10 may be getting bumped back down. It's gonna rain again and then I'm gonna put segment 18 back down. I'm fickle. Okay. We're following a road for a couple miles maybe. On these backcountry dirt roads. Where those cars over there are parked is the trailhead. The end of segment 18 and the beginning of segment 19. So, oh man, that was slick. Once I'm over there, it'll be about 19 miles on the day, maybe a little more, but somewhere close to that. And it's like 10 till 5 right now. So I haven't really had a break since lunch, so my legs are starting to feel that. About 10 miles of hiking without a break. So I'm going to sit down and eat a little, kind of give my legs a little breather, check out potential campsites, maybe try to hike another 4 or 5 miles tonight. I think I'll be able to do that after I get a break. The trail has dipped south again. In fact, I think I'm walking south right now. So the skies are pretty ominous. And when we were hiking west, the storms kind of passed over us to the south, but now the trail dipped to the south and it's like we're chasing the storm. So, and it does look like
the trail kind of continues to move southwest. So another thing that this break might hopefully do is allow these ugly looking clouds to move out of my way, because behind me it looks incredible. Yeah, but the nice thing with all the cloud cover, the sun hasn't been beating down on me, and I haven't really gotten too thirsty. So my water tastes like crap, but I haven't really had to drink much of it either. So that's good. Anyway, all right, that's all. So there's the trail I just came from, and now I'm looking at this. Which way do you go? That way's like mowed down. This doesn't even look like a trail. Which way do you go? There's no sign. But it's this way. You go this way. There's a confidence marker down there. It's crazy to me that there's not a sign here. I just lost about 3/4 of a mile walking the wrong way. How in the world are you supposed to know that? I had my rain gear on, so my phone was covered up on all my rain gear stuff. I was starting to approach the top of the climb, and I was just wanting to double check that, verify that's not the climb that was supposed to have the campsite I was looking for. And I'm like, almost half a mile off the trail. That spot should be better marked than that. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm gonna leave a note in Guthook, but I am sure I'm not the only one who's done that. If you're not being careful, it only looked like the only way that you could go was that way. And it was a road, like there were tire tracks and everything. It looked like this. Whatever. Little extra steps for no reason tonight. Fun times. And as I just opened up Guthook to leave a note to warn people that it looks misleading, a bunch of other people have already left the same comment. So yeah, I wish I would have read that before approaching it too, but really that just needs to be marked better. That's just it doesn't even look like there's an option to go anywhere other than left. And so much of this trail, you just blindly follow the way that the road goes, when it seems like that's the only possible way you can go, and it's almost always right. But yeah, I don't know how you would figure that out if you didn't have an app like Guthook. I have no idea how you would, when would you figure out that you were not on the Colorado Trail? I have no clue. Yeah. Guthook is invaluable for these hikes. Well, there's a value to it, but it's a lot more than it's worth. The value it provides is a lot more than it costs. That is for sure.